Hey yo yo.
Back hero.
Yo, check it. This my special attack, 100 swords, 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. Who got next? Place your change on the cabinet. Air Combo University graduates juggle my enemies before tagging in the Masters hero. Pros in action, toe tagging champions getting active. The message will always get near you. Return to the dream team, Spider-Man and Strider hear you. When the mask is on, I can't promise Cyclops to keep his glasses on. The handshake was potent. The inner glow shown as a mega optic blast, trailing behind the Shinku Hadouken. How you gonna dodge both of them? Blast you down to the last atom. Best regards from the proton cannon you couldn't fathom. If you were raised on gaming and put a controller up, I'm old enough to study the meta before I bless you. We understood space in the dash clean. Now we need the Justin Wong poster right next to the pro athletes. Final justice like a primary lotus from out the sky. Stars and stripes reminding you racism is still alive. Bring a plasma sword to a gunfight. Hayato, bring a hurricane kick. Tatsumaki Sentakyu. One time for all my otakus who played the console till their eyes closing. Probably forgot to study for their finals. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash.
He gonna just keep getting worse. My man, he's just gonna keep.
I didn't see Morbius yet.
I didn't either.
And I don't think I'm gonna plan on seeing it.
This is a very good case, and I mean, it could very well be terrible. But like the way that this movie is just being destroyed by the masses, like there's no. I have usually sometimes when this happens, there's a bit of like a remorse. There's like a group of fans that like actually are like, nah, man, it's not trash. Like, go see it for yourself. Like, I haven't seen any of that.
The people who I have seen do that are all people's who opinions that I don't trust. So like, I'm not convinced. Anyways, welcome to the SwordCast. Morbius is trash.
Yo.
Episode 113, I think. Or something.
Yep, it's something like that. Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh.
All
I
good.
Did it. I didn't. Oh, so we are, yeah. So welcome.
Yep.
Welcome to the SwordCast. We're starting.
Yes, sir.
Episode 113. Oh man, what a great past what a great week of movies.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about two awesome films that came out this week that we both have seen. But let's get started, man. What are you into currently, my friend?
Just some, well, I'll tell you this. I've been musically really creative for the first time in a long, like probably this is the most creative energy I felt since Sword of Nature. And I'm gearing up to what possibly could be a new instrumental album. And I think the way that I'm adjusting, right. I don't think, I think like straight up instrumental albums can be boring. If you're not like Flying Lotus, and I don't claim to be Flying Lotus, but I definitely understand.
But you do claim to be Hero.
I do claim to be Hero. and I've definitely learned at the feet of people like Flying Lotus and KT and Black Milk and Illingsworth. And I think my beats have the ability to tell a story by themselves. And it's not just a loop. Like there's stuff. There's like A sections, B sections, evolution. So I think I could do that, and I will for probably half or 3/5 of the project is going to be like mostly instrumentals. But I'm definitely going to have some MCing on there, some singing on there. Obviously, Nav is going to be on it. Shout out to the homie Doss the artist. I haven't asked him yet, but I don't imagine that he'll turn me down. My homie LO5. Out of California.
Man, you think I could get you to no?
Right.
No.
Nah, he'll be down. So I'm gonna get some of the folks on the homie Kazi, get some of the folks in my inner music circle to jump on it. But there'll be some hero shit, man. I'm gonna take y'all niggas out into space. I made a beat recently that I described to Noveliss as imagine a toy Gundam that turns up into a real Gundam and then takes off in a spaceship. And then it's like.
But it makes sense when you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's an accurate description.
That's the idea. And also, Wes Unseld is trash. I just looked at his numbers, bro. This nigga's career averages was like 10 and 14.
Williams.
And again, like, I don't know. He played in a different era. Maybe he got hurt. But these niggas talk about him like he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, but, the whole playing against your milk delivery guy and all that stuff.
Michael Jordan just completely walks around Borat. Funny video about how 90s defense actually wasn't that good. Y'all should check it out.
Hilarious.
That's what I've been into.
Yeah, man. So it's crazy because me and you, through the past couple of weeks, we've been talking and talking about how we're both kind of going through this creative revitalization of like our music process. I'm kind of going through the same thing. I mean, you've been sending me stuff, and I too am hitting this creative resurgence. I feel the same way about like kind of since Sword of Nature. I've been just kind of been frustrated and with the business side of things.
Yeah.
And it kind of has thrown me off my square a little bit. And I just, but I'm back, for the first time since, putting out these last couple projects I've done. And I'm excited about this new one that we're working on. So I kind of been in the same boat as far as the music goes.
Yep. Agreed.
So get ready.
Got some new shit on deck.
And it's fire. But yeah, bro. Quick wrestling recap. We talked about how Zack Sabre Jr. won New Japan Cup. Then he wrestled Okada for the championship at the last New Japan show a couple of days ago. Okada won. I mean, it's gonna be Okada's gonna have a lengthy reign here, especially. I talked to you about how Japan is lifting the travel ban, so now we're about to really start getting some AEW New Japan crossovers, which I'm super excited for. I mean, it can be hard, man, and getting into a match when Okada's the champ because you really don't. There's really not too much of you that thinks the other guy's gonna win. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how good the match is. Sometimes if you don't really believe that he could lose, it's hard to get invested in it. And this match was good. It's actually really good, but it kind of bothered me because I never felt like Zach was gonna win. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, all right. It was just it was hard for me to get invested in it because of that. But I feel like New Japan they need to go ahead and give it and like really push Zach because he reminds me of Kenny in the way that he's like giving everything to the company. Like he's moved out there, he's embraced the culture, he learned the language, like he's doing all the stuff Kenny did, and he's having all these amazing matches. I think it's time. But that's what's going on with New Japan. And then Samoa Joe versus Minoru Suzuki coming up on AEW this week, man. Let's go.
Shout out to him just being in AEW looking fantastic, bro.
Brought the Muscle Buster back.
Yo, love that. I always love that finisher.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited about. I'm telling you, man. AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan. I think it's about to get pretty wild. But we've been talking about wrestling a lot, so I'm just kind of breeze through the wrestling recap part. But real quick section of what y'all doing. What's one thing you never want to see in wrestling again? I think last time you said, what did you say last time?
I said the relationship angle.
Yeah. Just quit having dudes cheat on their wives.
So right. Fucking ridiculous.
It'll be awesome. And I'll get in there and
actually, I want you to have sex with my wife.
I want you to do it with my daughter.
And my wife.
And me.
I was just about to say that, Doc.
What a weirdo.
So I think that we should stop. All right. So I'm falling in love with Swerve Strickland. I didn't know a whole lot about him until recently. I know he was in NXT and he was successful with Hit Row. I'm with you. I don't love the rap gimmick when it's done that way. Like I actually, bro, I don't know if you're gonna like this.
No,
take.
I like the Acclaim.
They kind of,
I love the Acclaim,
bro. They are
I straight up enjoy the Acclaim.
I mean, is the one dude? Is he a great rapper? No, but you could tell he's competent. Like you could tell, like he knows.
And I like how he comes out with the headphones on.
Yeah.
And just as a artist, I know that he probably has it playing in the headphones, which is smart, so
right?
You don't mess it up.
And he also because I know
he's got relevant rhymes. They're funny.
And we know we got a lot of rap fans here, and we are rap and music artists ourselves. So I'm not gonna sit up here and gas him up like he's a great rapper.
Yeah, absolutely not. But is it entertaining? And
also not only is it entertaining, it's also like you could tell that he like it makes like rap sense what he's saying. Like the bars in the right space, the punchlines in the right space. Like
agreed.
So when you do it that way, I think it's entertaining. But the whole like rap mogul thing is I don't love that gimmick.
I think it's corny.
And just so the take in general, just in general, like the super stereotypical, like
that's why I don't like it. It's just over
shit.
the top,
Whether it's that or fucking crime. I mean, rest in peace to Shad, but like the crime time shit,
bro, like just overdoing the black stereotype thing,
or any non-American stereotype, any non-white American stereotype. Right. Stop that.
Exactly. Like this straight up got a Mr. Leary click with Seamus and Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. Remember Mr. Leary from Warrior?
Yes,
Mr.
Bro.
Leary. This is just straight up like Irish pub,
Irish gangster,
1930s
racist gangster.
But yeah, all right, man. So you're gonna go. I'm gonna go with. So my thing, what y'all doing? One thing I never want to see in wrestling again. I think last time I talked about how I can't stand when there's a babyface wrestling in the ring getting stomped out and nobody comes and helps them. I think this time I am so tired of seeing that stupid Tower of Doom spot where like it's like a multi-man match. Yeah. And then like the guy's gonna superplex the guy, then somebody else goes up and they're gonna double superplex him. Yeah. And then the even bigger guy comes and power bombs the guys that are gonna superplex the other guys. I've seen that spot is literally in every single tag matches and every like triple threat matches and every like 4-way. It's in every match. I'm so tired. I don't ever want to see that spot again in my life. Please, no more Tower of Doom spot in most.
I agree.
Matches.
Shit was kind of it's like we know that wrestling is like it's not fake, but it's predetermined, right?
Yeah.
So like we know that this is sort of coordinated, but like we're supposed to want to feel like it's like a legit fight,
yeah, bro.
And that just extends my disbelief too much.
My intelligence for y'all do that spot every single time. Right. I can't stand it.
Or when like all of the guys are outside the ring and they all stand together and wait for somebody to fucking do a moonsault. Like I know you guys want to be safe, but like come on.
All right, new section right now. We're gonna call this Write This Down. Write this down. I'm making a prediction. Keith Lee will be involved in a multi-man match within, let's say from now until June, and he's gonna do that spot.
Yep,
guarantee it. You heard it here first.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Moving on. We didn't talk about the first episode. Yes, we're gonna do this how we always do. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Moon Knight. First of all, shout out to my brother Chris. When the show's all done, I want to get him on here because my brother is the biggest Moon Knight fan ever. He's the one person I go to that knows everything about Moon Knight, read all the comics. Moon Knight's been his number one guy since like that first Marvel Ultimate Alliance game.
Bro,
when did the first one come out?
Yeah. I was in college. It might have been like, I might have even been in high school.
Yeah, the first one came out.
It was like in 2003 or something like that.
Came out around that time.
And then the second one, I know that was like in 2007 or something like that. I was in college.
Yeah, that first one was so good. They're both good, but the first one's got a better roster.
Really? I feel like the second one had a better roster.
No, the first one's roster is ridiculous.
Which one did they lose some people or something?
They lost a lot of people because in the first one,
whatever the one that had the biggest roster, that was the one that was the most fun.
That's the first one. The first one's got like literally everybody. They can be Silver Surfer.
Yeah, we used to fly around on the board, dog. Let's go.
That one's got Silver Surfer, like Moon Knight, Black Panther. Like it has all these characters. It's amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna have to get him on here to talk about it when the show's over. But 2 episodes in, Oscar Isaac playing Moon Knight. What are your thoughts, man, so far?
It's good, man. It's good. Look, I see a lot of people. I mean, not a lot. There was somebody in the Discord, shout out to Cloud Strife, who was displeased with the pacing. And look, man, I hate short seasons just as much as everybody else. Oh well, maybe people don't hate them, but I hate them. But I got to give credit where credit is due. Marvel has proved that they can do it, right? They proved that they know how to tell a good story in a short amount of time. I think that this show is about because Moon Knight, like the reason why this character is interesting is because of the psychological stuff that's going on with him, right? And they needed to build that up, right? There hasn't been a ton of action yet because they need to build up the fact that this guy is nuts and is like suffering from multiple personality syndrome, and they've done that in a super creative way. And the scenes that we have got that were action were fire. Like the suit looks amazing. Are we only talking about the first episode, or are we going to talk about the second episode?
We're going to talk about both. There's two episodes in.
So, and I love the really interesting twist, and I'm not the biggest Moon Knight comic book guy, so I don't know if this happens in the comic, but I love the fact that each of his different personalities has their own version of the suit. Which is pretty cool. So I think Oscar Isaac obviously does a great job with the role. He's an elite actor. I think the villain is kind of bland. He's kind of whatever, but I like it so far, man. Well, I do have. Wait a second. Hold on, dog.
Let's go.
We talking about Egyptians, and y'all got a bunch of white folks.
I ain't seen no brown people yet. Where they at?
I mean, I already know, dog. Egyptians in modern day Egypt are. They look.
Bruh, they supposed to be brown.
That's what I mean. Look, it ain't no black and brown Egyptians. Like I know that there are a lot of fair skinned Arabic folks, Middle Eastern folks that are Egyptians. I get it, but let's not get it twisted, bro. Them ancient Egyptians was brown.
Yeah.
Them niggas did not look like.
What continent is Egypt in?
That shit is in Africa.
Oh.
Right on top of Ethiopia, Kenya, where it's a bunch of brown and black and like black looking Africans, right? Which is not to say, I mean, look, I know what Egypt is now, but Egypt is it's a melting pot. There's a lot of different cultures that have come to form what modern day Egypt is, and best believe it's plenty of plenty of brown skinned Africans that are Egyptian. So facts. I would like to see a little bit more of that. The good news is all of the main character, the guy who's voicing Khonshu is he's Egyptian, but if you look at his picture, he looked like a white man to me. But he is Egyptian. The lead, the woman who plays Mark Spector's ex-wife or wife is also Egyptian. A lot of fair-skinned folks, though. I'm just saying. I still like it. It ain't trash, but come on now.
But why can't y'all go get one of the brown ones?
Exactly. So, what about you? How you feel?
I like it, man. I think it's been good. So I understand that in the comic book I think he's got 3 personalities, and I know for a fact that one of them is like Rich because he's a very close to a Bruce Wayne type of character.
I wasn't sure. Is that Mark Spector that's supposed to be the one that's rich?
I don't think so. I think there's another one.
Okay.
Mark Spector is kind of the
he's like
the tough guy.
The tactical guy.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. But I have liked it so far. I have liked the few action scenes that we've got, and I think now with Mark Spector kind of being in control now, I would be willing to bet that these next couple of episodes are going to be really action packed. So I'm excited for that, and I think it's been good, man. I think that Oscar Isaac is he's a really good actor, man, and he's doing a good job of doing this whole multiple personality thing. Where is he originally? Because he's got a really good British accent.
He's American, but I think he's like Guatemalan American.
Okay.
And in general he's Hispanic, but he's Hispanic American who's also he just looks super multicultural. Like he could be from anywhere. Also, dog, shout out to him. He's gonna be playing Solid Snake, dog.
And he's about to be playing Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah,
too,
Miguel O'Hara, whatever his name is.
It's just he's out here.
Yeah, he's one of my guys, man. I fuck with him.
He's doing good work, man. Shout out to Poe Dameron.
Right. Possibly Force sensitive Poe Dameron.
Hey, man. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, man, I saw this on Twitter. This is pretty dope. We're going to do this real quick. So I saw this on Twitter, and it said, build your next live action Spider-Man film.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have what Spider-Man it is. You got to have a title.
Oh.
Who's his love interest going to be? Who's going to be the villain? And who do you want to direct this movie?
All right. So
Let's get it.
Mine is actually going to be pretty easy. Although let me come back to the title. So the Spider-Man, I mean, what are we talking about here? It's obviously going to be Miles. It's going to be Miles Morales. What they should have did is you should have said who the actor is if you want to cast somebody else.
Go ahead, man, cast somebody.
Well, I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but I wanted to look, bro. I don't know that I have a favorite person for Miles yet. A lot of people are saying the young brother Caleb McCullough, I think, from Stranger Things. I like him. I think he's a good actor, but I don't see him as that. I don't see Jaden Smith. There's the little kid from Blackish, right? No. The little kid from Blackish, who I think looks the part, but what I want, man, and okay, bro, I'm sorry. In New York City right now, I guarantee you there are a bunch of black Puerto Rican little boys that would be perfect for this role. I want somebody who speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't learn it, or even the voice actor that played Miles in the game, you could tell his Spanish was like, all right, I took a class before I'd started this role. Like, no, I want somebody who speaks Spanish fluently, who can like do the back and forth, like respond in like Spanglish, because that's how Puerto Ricans talk to each other, right? It's like or any Hispanic immigrant culture, right? Like they incorporate parts of English culture and language into their household, but it's very like Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Who looks the part, who speaks Spanish, who's from New York, who is New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, not quite the spider cuz character, but like but also like not that character.
Spider Kiss.
Like kind of that character a little bit, but like within reason. So the actor would be someone from Brooklyn who fits that mold, and I'm sure they exist, or wherever. Is Miles from Brooklyn? From Harlem. So the love interest would be the deaf girl from the game.
I'm loving this.
Whose name, unfortunately, I can't remember. Which
very
is
good.
Director, I want the director to be Ryan Coogler, because I want him to direct everything. Villain. Okay. So I want this to be a multi like a trilogy arc, maybe even more. And the ultimate villain is going to be Null, the symbiote king. But I would love to see. Oh my
goodness.
I would love to see like within that, like maybe the first like sub boss would be some version of Venom, like whether it be, I don't know who Miles's Venom is. I haven't read a lot of recent Miles. I don't know if because he's in the main 616 verse now, so I don't know if it's probably Flash Thompson, so maybe Flash, but like the like jock Flash, right? Like the jock bully Flash, and then ended up like he'll become like Agent Venom at some point, and then they team up to fight against Null. That would be fucking fire, bro. So like a 3 or 4 movie arc. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need.
What would you call this movie?
Spider Cool. I'll just probably call it. I'll probably just call it like something simple, man, like Miles or like Miles Morales or something like that.
I like it, man. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. For me, my title is gonna be Spider-Man. I'm gonna stick with how they do the home thing. Homecoming, No Way Home, Far From Home. It's gonna be called Spider-Man Home of the Hunt.
Hey. Okay.
I'm about to get weird. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do Spider-Man is gonna be Miles, but his introduction to the universe is gonna be as the symbiote Spider-Man. It's gonna be Miles, but it's gonna be introduced with the symbiote because the symbiote's going to come from another universe, and then Miles is going to also come from his universe. Okay. And his introduction is going to be in the symbiote suit. Love interest is going to be Black Cat.
Hey.
I have Black Cat. It's going to be the love interest. The The villain is going to be Kraven the Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the director to be Destin Daniel Cretton, the guy that directed Shang-Chi. Because I want to see the fighting Spider-Man that I've wanted to see for so long. And it's going to be Spider-Man, and Kraven the Hunter is going to be the villain. It's going to be a lot of fighting in this movie. I want to see some hands, and I want to see Miles Morales getting introduced into the universe in the symbiote suit. It's going to switch it up. So that's how I would do this. I would bring Black Cat in as the love interest, another character we haven't seen on the screen yet.
We haven't.
And Kraven the Hunter would be my villain.
Bro,
So
if y'all go ahead, my bad.
That's what I would do.
For y'all who don't know about Black Cat, bro, all I got to tell you is that Peter Parker has on multiple occasions ruined his life. On multiple occasions, risk it all for Black Cat, dog.
Absolutely.
And I think, ironically, I think there's some comic where her and Mary Jane are like best friends, and they like be torturing this nigga. Like that's like the whole thing.
Yeah, Peter, he cannot resist Felicia. Is that her name?
Felicia Hardy.
Yeah.
She put that juju on him, and it's a wrap, dog. And it don't even got nothing to do with Mary Jane, bro. He loves Mary Jane, but something about Black Cat, he be getting getting electrocuted, bro, every time she come around.
He needs that vigilante love, man.
Right.
But yeah, bro, that's what I'll do. I'll post this in the Discord, man, for y'all, so y'all could kind of so you guys can join in and play too.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, man. This past week, we talked about how there were some great movies. Let's get into the first one. Sonic 2 movie review coming right now. If you did not see Sonic 2, man, there's your spoiler alert if you didn't see Sonic 2 yet. And you should either pause it, go see the movie and come back, or you should just skip a couple minutes. Sonic 2, man, what'd you think?
It was good, man. I liked it a lot. I liked the first one a lot too.
Shout out to whatever studio's doing these movies. Shout out to them for actually listening to the fans. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago when the first Sonic came out. Sonic looked terrible.
Bro, I can't. So seriously, bro. Like, who allowed that to happen?
I have no idea. And I don't.
It looked like it was awful,
scary.
bro.
It was scary looking.
It was like some of the worst shit I've ever seen. I cannot believe somebody allowed that to come out.
It was absolutely horrible. And he looked terrible. But you know what? Props to the studio. Everybody was just clowning it, saying how ridiculous it looked. These guys actually went back, delayed the movie
for like a year.
And they fixed the Sonic model.
Yeah.
And now he looks great.
Yep. Sonic purist, and I'm not quite a Sonic purist, but I am a
my
big
son
Sonic
is
fan.
the biggest Sonic fan ever. He's obsessed.
I think Sonic purists are happy with the design, but they would like to see one thing come back, and that would be the monocle thing.
Yeah.
The kind of like mono eye that he has. But the problem with that is that looks kind of dumb. And if it's a drawing or like a video game,
the problem is it looks dumb.
Well, it would look stupid in real life, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It looks good as an anime style drawing, but if you put him alongside humans, it would be fucking really weird to look at that. But I liked it, man. I liked the first one a lot. I like this one a lot. I think just Jim Carrey's so good, man. I know Jim Carrey's in a little bit of trouble with the black community because he was hard on Will Smith.
What do you say?
This one is tough because I'm like a Jim Carrey, like that's one of my like childhood heroes. So I'm gonna hold him accountable though. Like he definitely did a little bit of a white man pearl clutching a bit with the Will Smith thing where he's like, oh, I was appalled. Like I think Hollywood, what he said was he was appalled that people were clapping for Will Smith because he thought they were all cowards. Like, no, I'll hold him accountable. That's a bad take. I wish he would have.
Bad take, Jim.
Yeah, but again, I ain't about to cancel this nigga because of that. Like, it was a bad take. He is a white guy. White people are short sighted and shit like that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes best thing you can do is just like shut up.
Yeah, exactly. But he's done enough in and around the black culture and has been an ally for long enough that I'll all right, do better, Jim, and you should know better than that. But I'm not about to cancel this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's not take it crazy. But anyways, I thought he was phenomenal in this film. He's always great. Like that, like unhinged 90s Jim Carrey is one of my favorite things ever. Like just the total ridiculous version of him doesn't really beat that. You can't really beat that. So I loved him in the role. I really wish that they could have gave Jaleel White his job back as the voice of Sonic.
That would have been sweet.
But I do like I like Ben Schwartz. He's funny. He's a good pick for it. They nailed Tails. They nailed Knuckles.
So cool.
A lot of little tiny Easter eggs, man. Although, dog, there was one really missed opportunity that I think they probably thought about, but they should have pulled the trigger on it. They kept doing the reoccurring thing of the water, right? Because the water board was
that's so funny, bro, because I said the same exact thing. Like they missed a good opportunity to play the water
fucking
music.
Panic music, bro. Because there was a scene where he was literally drowning.
He had to slurp a bubble.
So that he slurped the bubble to get the air, but then after he saved Knuckles, he was literally about to fucking pass out. That would have been the perfect time to play the fucking panic-inducing anxiety music, bro.
Come on, guys. You ever played
horrifying, dog? Yeah. So, but they did. I mean, they a lot of subtle nods, like that whole that aquatic mine that they were in was like literally I think is that Sonic 3 or Sonic?
It's the third one.
I think it's either the second or third level of Sonic 2 or 1, but I can't remember which. But there's one where you gotta like it looks like it's a green and brown background, and there's like the arrows that shooting. You got to jump on top of the arrows to get further. So clear nod to that. Obviously all the Dr. Robotnik shit was dope. He built the big giant Eggman at the end. The Supersonic reveal was awesome. Missed an opportunity for a Dragon Ball Z joke, but they probably didn't have the rights to it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's canon. I think it is canon that Supersonic was a direct nod to Dragon Ball Z. I'm pretty sure that's canon. And you know what's weird is that I think from our perspective as Americans, most of us were introduced to Supersonic before we were introduced to Super Saiyan Goku. So I think that we thought it was the opposite.
Oh, okay.
Because again, Dragon Ball Z had come out in Japan like 10 years before it came out in America. You know what I mean? So anyways, what'd you think?
I liked it, man. I liked the first one. I took a really long time to watch the first one. I didn't see it for a minute, but I saw it. And this was awesome. I loved it. Thought it was cool. My only complaint is just too many humans. Go away. Sonic characters only. You know what I mean? Like I just thought they spent a little too much time on the wedding and all that crap. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was dope. The action was really good. It was funny. That part, man, oh my goodness. That part where he had like the tape recording playing and he had made the dummy to make them look like he was gone. And it was just kept farting. And then the tape started messing up and it was just like, oh, I should have made hilarious.
So I was able to confirm that Sonic 2 was the first appearance of Supersonic that came out in 1992. The Dragon Ball manga that introduced Super Saiyan Goku was introduced in 1991. And so again, most Americans didn't know shit about Dragon Ball of Super Saiyan Goku until like at least 1995 or 96.
Word. Okay. So that's
and we had already seen Supersonic for like 4 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So anyways, my bad. Go ahead.
But I enjoyed it, man. It was dope. The action parts were cool. Loved Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. They were all good. Knuckles was hilarious.
Reminded me of Drax a little bit.
Definitely had that Drax vibe to him. Like, I only literally know about being a warrior. I have no idea how anything else works. That was good. I also loved that they started doing the Chaos Emerald thing. Like, I kind of was not thinking that they were going to do that. We're about to get like a MCU of Sonic movies. Go ahead and start kickstarting the Super Smash Bros. Live action universe, dog. Let's go. Give me a Kirby. If they did start to build a Super Smash Bros. Universe, what is the first movie you want to see?
Kirby, because that's the easiest to do. I got reservations on this, man. I think that people think that this is easier than it's actually.
Oh no, I don't think that they're gonna do it. I think the director would like to, but I don't think this is gonna happen.
I think the only way you do this,
it would have to be like Secret Wars.
Or I mean, I think the biggest problem is what are you gonna do about Mario and Luigi?
Yeah,
because you can't are they gonna be humans or are they gonna be these cartoon characters?
I mean, I feel like you could almost do a Mario movie via him coming into the real world from
as
the
a
game.
Video game. All right, well, if that's the only way they could do it, that's the only way they could do it.
No, I think is the only way you could do it. I don't think there's any other way you could really do that.
Yeah.
You would have to do something like that.
Kirby, you could do easily though.
Kirby could be done. He could be an alien or whatever. I think that would be cool.
I mean, Kirby would basically just be like a Pixar movie. You could do the whole thing in his universe.
Yeah, that would be dope. Earthbound, obviously, I think Ness. We already talked about how Earthbound would make such a good show, and it just reminds me of Stranger Things. But then again, it's like that. Like, what do you do? Like, do you make it like an actual person, or do you make it like?
Yeah, it's too. I don't know.
It's a lot. Yeah, I don't think it's
just
as
play
easy.
the game.
I don't think.
I don't know. It's too many variables.
I don't think it's as easy.
I mean, people hopping on the wait, let's think about how we want this. The only way you could do this and it be remotely interesting is if you just hire all the Pixar niggas and be like, all right, can y'all just make these cartoons look as good as possible?
Can y'all do this or no?
Because if you stick any human being in there, any of these, I mean, you can maybe get a human like Captain Falcon, but even he is they're all cartoon characters, man. And when you take them out of that cartoon form, they would just look silly. And I just don't think it would translate the way people think it might.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Or you could just literally, what we say, Smash is how we used to say Mortal Kombat is. Just dump out your backpack of video games.
Yep. Take out your toys and just smash them into each other.
Smash them into each other.
And just make up the story as you go along. 100% is what that was, dog. Somebody just dumped out their toys and just said, all right, what we got here? We got a policeman. We got a fucking dragon. We got a ninja.
Got a space woman.
Right. We got a half man, half.
Got a plumber.
Horse.
That's really athletic and strong.
Right. Eric, do not say that he reminds me or reminds you of Wolverine. Bro, I guarantee he's saying it right now. Right now he is. As he's listening to the podcast, I guarantee he's saying it. And then he's going to text us after that.
Stop it.
Anytime you, bro.
Stop disrespecting Wolverine, bro. He calls Wolverine Marvel's Super Mario.
Mario with claws. That's his thing.
Stop it.
Anytime you mention either Mario or Wolverine.
Or Sting.
Or the Sting one is that's a little different.
He ate the wings.
He ate the wings, so it is what it is. But anytime you even mention Mario or Wolverine, he just pops in. Mario is just Wolverine with claws, or what is it? Wolverine is just Mario with claws. I don't know. He just like the toasty guy on fucking Mortal Kombat. He just pops into the bottom of your screen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Mario is just Wolverine with claws.
Mario's Wolverine with claws. But yeah, man, I loved Sonic. Thought it was dope. Supersonic at the end was fire. Obviously the end credit scene was pretty obvious. I mean, we talked about it. I mean, there's really only like two directions they could go, and obviously they went with the popular one. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what they do next. This movie was dope. I really enjoyed it. So definitely go see it, man, if you haven't seen it.
Calling it 3-4 years ahead of time. If they do a fourth one, because they're already doing a third one, we're definitely going to see the pink one. Who was her name?
Oh,
Daisy or something.
Daisy, Amy.
Amy, yes, yeah, Amy. And you're probably going to see Silver at some point within the next fourth movie or whatever.
So shout out to the Sonic franchise actually. But all right, man. The meat and potatoes of this episode, though. There's a movie that we've been waiting to come out for about a year, waiting a minute for this movie to come out, and that is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, starring the Queen Mother, the GOAT.
Queen Mother, bro.
Respect. The GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, Michelle Yeoh. Man, this movie was incredible. What did you think?
I mean, look, bro, I've been sort of following this movie for a couple of years. I remember I remember when the trailer came out, I texted you and I put it in the Discord and was like, "Wait, could this be the greatest movie of all time?" And
yeah,
sure, kinda like. So I knew it was gonna be good. Like I trust Michelle Yeoh. I thought that the creativity of even the trailer was like, all right, I'm in on this shit. But when I started to see the critical response to it, like niggas were literally saying like, I feel the same way I felt the first time I watched The Matrix.
Yeah, man.
Like it,
for
like
sure.
the level of like, you don't understand how high a compliment that is, bro.
It is, but when you gotta watch this movie with your soul. Like you gotta really watch it with your spirit. It's that kind of movie.
Bro,
it is that kind of movie.
I'll talk more about this in a little bit, but I'll just say, so here's what I thought it was fantastic. And I say off top, it's probably in my top 5 movies of all time.
It's
all time.
It's my second favorite movie of all time, easily.
I love the fact that it was Chinese and there were things in it that I didn't understand, and that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understood the plot, but there were like some like Chinese,
some cultural things
that I didn't get, which is great. I felt the same way about, and this movie isn't an action movie, but I still think you would like it. What was the one? Although Awkwafina is in it, shit.
Yeah.
The one about the marriage where she gets married. Michelle Yeoh is in that one as well. When she plays the mother that's hard to please.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians,
yeah,
right?
I actually did see that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that movie a lot, and I love the fact that there was so much of that movie that that I understood culturally wasn't for me.
Yeah,
it was like
there's a lot of that in that movie,
and I loved it, bro. I loved the fact that like, all right, that's dope, right? And I remember some of the reviews to that movie at the time criticized that. They were like, oh, I hated the way that they didn't understand, that they didn't explain the significance of like the what game were they playing, the not shogi, fuck.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The game that they played at the end, which is like and they were like, oh, I'm just mad that they didn't explain the significance of it. And my reaction to that was like, well, if you don't know, then it wasn't for you.
Right, bro. It's not for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Look it up.
And that's one of the same reasons that I love like the way that black stories are being told, and in this case, Chinese stories are being told. They're like for us and for them.
It's for them.
And like if you don't get it, like whatever.
Right.
Like I'm no longer interested in making it inclusive.
I'm no longer catering to you.
Right. I don't want to make it
inclusive.
safe for white folks. Like if you don't get it, then you need to learn about the culture.
And how long has like Hollywood done that, man? Forever. Right. You know what I mean?
Again, like Insecure is like that. Again, I know not an action show, but like it's great because like those young adults are like living my life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. I get that. I get what it means to be a person in that situation and like what that little look meant or that little side comment meant. So there was a lot of that in this movie. So I love that off top. But then when you get into the shit that I really like, I mean, obviously The Matrix, obviously Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I felt a lot of that in there. There was some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, obviously.
There's a little 300. I love the way that the fights were, where they speed it up and they slow it down.
I love that.
Camera.
Yeah.
Really good.
There was some like Ghost in the Shell a little bit there. There was some Inception kind of in there as well. Man, and like not every single scene had fighting in it, but when they did, it was super creative. It was, and also here's another take for y'all. And I got to Google.
A little Kung Fu Hustle in there too,
for
man.
sure. Hell yeah, dog!
It was hilarious.
Shout out to Kung Fu Hustle. That's another one of my favorites. So I need to get this name right, because I have a scolding hot take for y'all, bro. Scolding hot. And you won't. So here's a spoiler. So if you haven't seen the movie, you won't understand what I'm talking about. But I will say that, and I still haven't found how to pronounce this name. Okay. Jobu Tupaki is a top 1 or 2 fictional character in terms of power ever. Period.
Facts.
Period. Like,
like
get out of here, Goku. Get out of here, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Get out of here, Darkseid. Get out of here, Superman.
You're talking about a character who is aware of their existence in every universe and can also consciously exist in all those different universes at the same time.
Bro, has total control over reality at a multiversal level.
Unbelievable.
There is no character in comic books, in anime, outside of like the One Above All and like maybe the Living Tribunal that are on that level.
Top 3 strongest fictional characters
ever, bro.
Ever.
I don't want to hear nothing about. I mean, again, what about One Punch Man's Bugs Bunny? Get out of here! Like, we're not doing that. All characters who aren't spoofs. I don't want to hear nothing else. Jobu Tupaki is a top 1 or 2 or 3 strongest fictional character ever.
Bro,
if you're not talking Living Tribunal, you're not talking the One Above All, the Presence maybe in DC, then I don't want to hear it.
Absolutely.
She's literally God. Literally.
Bro,
literally. But dog, do y'all niggas understand what I'm saying, bro? Look, for you comic nerds, bro. Look, y'all understand what Dr. Manhattan's power is? Imagine that, but on a multiversal scale
level.
Cannot fuck with her. Fuck with her, bro. Not. And also, technically speaking, Michelle Yeoh by the end of the movie was also on that level.
She was on that same level.
So those two cannot be fucked with.
Evelyn, let's go.
Let's
Evelyn
go, dog.
From one of the strongest characters ever.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
These versus conversations getting shut down. We're not doing it, bro. It's over with. Anyways, go ahead. My bad. Got a little carried away there.
10 out of 10. Loved it. Like I said, bro, this is undoubted. And you know what, man? You and Eric, y'all saw it before me. And y'all told me, like, bro, you about to love this movie. And
GOAT type shit.
It's on that level, man. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. Crouching Tiger will always be my favorite movie, but this is easily number 2. This is easily my second favorite movie ever. I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah.
Shout out, obviously, Michelle Yeoh, GOAT, Queen Mother. Shout out to her. But shout out to Ki Huy Kwan, who is the husband in this movie. This guy is a silent, like, multi-generational legend. This is the kid from the Goonies. This is the kid from the Indiana Jones movie. He was awesome in this movie.
I was going to say a little bit of a redemption character because he's not playing a caricature of himself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. 100%. Little character redemption for that actor. And this movie, it was amazing. Like you said, bro, it was a little bit of everything. It was some martial arts in there. It was action. It was sci-fi. It was drama. It was thriller. It was hilarious. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was so much. It was like a little spoof kind of movie in there too. Like, I've never seen a movie like this, and I did get that same feeling that I got when I watched The Matrix. You know what I mean? It's a movie that not only requires it's a movie that not only requires it's a heady movie, right? It definitely requires your brain, but it also requires your soul a little bit. Like, you gotta really if you watch this movie to understand it on like a bigger level, it's super relatable. The characters are super relatable, like, especially depending on where you're at in your life. I think there's a level to this movie where you could relate to just about any of the characters, or if you've related to them at some point in your life.
Sure.
The fights, when they did have fights, they were amazing. The fights were incredible. They were funny. You know what I'm saying?
But still dope though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never seen anything
super creative, man.
It was awesome. One of the illest parts of the whole movie, Jobu Tupaki doing the time jump and pile driving my man's
dog. Her whole scene.
Oh my goodness!
Where you got to see her like full power set the first time. I was like, oh hell.
This is one of the, like you said, the strongest fictional character.
Like, nah, ain't nobody fucking with her, bro. Nobody fucking with her.
Yo, it was nuts. That was crazy. And just Michelle Yeoh's character, man. Like, oh my goodness, loved it so much. Obviously got to see the martial arts. Loved at the end how she chose to kind of fight like her husband, right? So then she's kind of fighting in a way where she was helping people, you know what I mean? But still fighting though. Like, that was incredible. There's so many lessons in this movie. Just this is it's the best movie ever, man. You guys, if you are listening to this and you chose to listen to it without seeing the movie first, you have to go see this movie. 10 out of 10. Everything, everywhere, all at once. My second favorite movie of all time. I can't wait to see it again. Loved it so much.
Facts. Same.
Yeah, man. It was just a really amazing movie. All right, man. Let's go. Top 5 of the day. Let's get it. In celebration of Everything Everywhere All at Once, we're gonna do our top 5 films with female protagonists, movies with female lead characters. Let's get it. What you got?
All right, man. No honorable mentions this time. There are actually a bunch of TV honorable mentions, not film, but TV. So like, the whole cast of Insecure, phenomenal. The whole cast of Top Boy, especially in the second season, with there's a black woman who is one of the lead characters. She's dope. And Regina King in the Watchmen film or Watchmen movie or series, phenomenal. Okay. So number 5, gonna go with Lupita Nyong'o in Us, the second Key and Peele movie.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't like that quite as much as Get Out. I thought Get Out was better, but I definitely still liked Us. And you just got to see the acting chops from her because she plays 2 different characters, and I can't really describe it without spoiling it for those who haven't seen it. But her acting range with the other character that she plays was like, oh, so you're like a GOAT actor. You're not just like, oh, she's like beautiful and like looks good on camera and is a pretty good actor. No, she's like a legit like savant. Like she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's good, man.
Shout out to Lupita.
Real quick, did you see the trailer for the new Key and Peele movie? Nope.
Yes. Ironically,
right.
It's called Nope, but yes, I did see it. And it looks dope. Yeah. I kind of don't know. I mean, it looks like it's about aliens, but knowing Jordan Peele, it could be something else. So we'll see. But you already know I'm down. That's one of my guys. Number 4, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Let's go.
I'm sure that's gonna be on your list. So I'll.
What makes you think that?
I'll let you talk about that one. But I mean, we've talked a lot about that. We know how good this is. So here's an interesting one. Number 3, Ghost in the Shell.
Ooh, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You talking about the Scarlett Johansson one?
No. I'm not. See, I was trying to trick you motherfuckers. Of course not. I'm talking about the anime film Ghost in the Shell. We've talked a lot about Ghost in the Shell, one of the most beautifully animated films ever.
Goodness.
And I've said this before, but like, dog, the cleanest roundhouse kick I've ever seen in real life or in an anime is when she kicked the fucking she kicked the ghost out that nigga, bro, in the water. Holy shit. Amazing. Shout out to the real Makoto Kusanagi in the 1995, I think, either 95 or 94, Ghost in the Shell film, anime film.
5, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too. Number 2, cheated here a little bit, but there is one actor. I'm gonna go with Sigourney Weaver in the Alien franchise.
Love it.
Particularly Alien 2, I think, or sorry, I think maybe Alien 3. She was great in 1. No, Alien 2. She was in Alien 2.
I think
right?
2 is the one.
Yeah,
really, really good one.
Let me actually check right quick.
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Yeah, because in the first one, it is the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one, Aliens. Yeah. So I'll just she was great in the first one, but I'm gonna go with Aliens because that was the one that was like they switched up the director from Ridley Scott to James Cameron, and it was like way more of an action movie, and she uses the
put the mech suit on at the end.
She put the Gundam on at the end, dog.
Ripley's kind of a goon.
Yeah, Ripley's cold, man. Shout out to Sigourney Weaver. Also, bro, Sigourney Weaver like sneaky, like 6'1" and jacked, like but at the time, like she was like a legit. she wasn't like a hey, I'm like a pretty blonde white girl.
Yeah,
Like, nah,
she
like I'm
was
out here tall and strong, and I'm a believable badass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I shout out to Sigourney Weaver. Where was that? Was that number 2?
That was number 2 ski.
And come on, bro, number 1, dog. Michelle Yeoh, Evelyn, in
go.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Man. Love it so much.
Just a fantastic movie, fantastic character. She reminded me of like my grandmother, rest in peace, Nana, where like small and frail, but like believable badass, like had a super interesting journey throughout her life, and just like when everything is burning and falling down, she just always has it under control, like that kind of thing. So like I can imagine if Nana had superpowers, she would be this character. So that's my list.
Oh man, fire, love it, so good. All right, man, let's go. Honorable mention, I had Aliens as an honorable mention too. Shout out to Ripley. My brother's a big fan of those movies as well. But let's go, man. Coming in at number 5, I'm gonna tap into my kid movies. You guys know how much I love this movie, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Strong.
This my favorite Disney movie. And you already know, man, love it. Raya's a very, very dope character, man. She's a warrior. Has a huge responsibility thrown on her shoulders as a kid. She spends like 10 years on this journey of trying to save the world and find the last dragon so she can save the world pretty much, and save her village from getting turned to stone. So the movie was fire. Coming in at number 4, let's go. You had this on your list as well. Ghost in the Shell.
Let's go.
This, like, man, that era of just that crisp hand drawn animation of the 90s anime, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Ninja Scroll, Spriggan.
The trailer just dropped for Spriggan. I haven't watched it
yet. Show?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to watch that. Yeah. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, just incredible animation, incredible story. Major Kusanagi, just one of the dopest female characters ever. You already said it, man. The fight with when she puts the invisible suit on and just roundhouses the life out of my man to the water. The spider tank scene at the end.
At the end, bro, so
one of
good.
The greatest scenes of all time.
Yep.
Fire. That's my number 4.
And the intro was
goodness.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before.
Gorgeous, man. One of the greatest movies ever. Coming in number 3, I'm going with House of Flying Daggers. I love Zhang Ziyi. She plays Zhao Mei in this movie. She's this beautiful blind dancer, but then you find out that she's secretly kind of a trained killer.
Assassin,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like master martial artist. She's blind. This movie's really, really good, man.
It's one of my favorites.
touches on some Crouching Tiger stuff a little bit. In the martial arts side, obviously tragic love story. Shot beautifully. It's got a lot of really pretty scenes in it. The bamboo forest scene is awesome. So I'm going with House of Flying Daggers at number 3. It's one of my all-time favorite movies as well. Coming in at number 2, man, and this is now officially become a 1A, 1B thing. Obviously, we just talked about it. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Queen Mother Michelle Yeoh. This is like the greatest movie ever made. It's incredible. Her character in this movie, Evelyn, amazing. Frail, like you said, man, frail and strong at the same time. This movie was incredible. Is that the Ghost in the Shell? Oh, that's
no. I just
wanted.
wanted to see if it was in. Oh, fuck! It's kind of been that half 3D shit.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's not.
I don't like that animation, bro.
It's not
like the Keegan Ashura and the.
It's not all the way like that.
Okay, and the Baki, the new Baki show is like that too.
There's like
the new Berserk was like that.
So I think they're doing the thing where like they're going back and forth. Like the action scenes have that a little bit.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna watch it.
It looks good though.
I'm gonna check it.
It does look good.
Yeah, because Spriggan is fire. The movie from the 90s is amazing. But yeah, man, number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Michelle Yeoh, the GOAT. Just one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. It was incredible. And my number 1, obviously, you already know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Michelle Yeoh as Michelle Yeoh playing Yushu Lien. You got Jin Yu, played by Zhang Ziyi. Just a movie dominated by strong female characters, man. So good, amazing fights. Just I already told you, man. I talk about this movie all the time. We literally just did our top 5 favorite movies. It's my number one. Small time favorite movie will always be number one. Just the sword style, the story is amazing. The fight, man. Jin Yu versus Yu Shulian at the end, where Michelle Yeoh is rotating between all the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest fight scene ever to me. Love it so much. This movie, obviously, this and The Matrix, man. These two movies, just really, really, really hit that nail on the head, and just two movies that really changed my life pretty much, and how I, and my taste in movies. And like I said, man, just amazing female characters, great fights, great story, beautiful to look at, amazing soundtrack. This is my favorite movie of all time. So obviously, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon #1. Shout out to Zhang Ziyi. Shout out to Michelle Yeoh. Both of them have 2 movies on this list.
Yep.
So let's go. Number 5, Raya and the Last Dragon. #4, Ghost in the Shell. #3, House of Flying Daggers. #2, the greatest movie ever made, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And #1, of course, my favorite movie of all time, the beautiful Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Let's go. Top 5 favorite movies with female protagonists.
Yep.
Bang.
It's going to be hard for any movie to unseat The Matrix as my favorite movie, but I would definitely say, believe it or not, there was a point in time where Scott Pilgrim versus the World was making a push.
It's a really good movie, man.
It's one of that's also in my top 5.
And there's some Scott Pilgrim in this movie, obviously.
No question. But
there's a little Scott Pilgrim in the Everything Everywhere.
Blending the Scott Pilgrim for me was like blending the comedy into like awesome fight scenes.
Yeah, man. It was they did a great job. Like I said, I've really never seen a movie like this. Yeah. It was a blend of a lot of other amazing movies, man.
So I would say though that this movie probably comes the closest to challenging The Matrix.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
same here, man. Movie. Like Crouching Tiger's been my favorite movie since I was like 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this movie definitely hit that. It scratched that same itch, man. Like it's right there. It's right there. It's like 1B. I kind of really a movie that just really hit me, man. And I really enjoyed it. So definitely love it. Go see it. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Boom.
Michelle Yeoh, the GOAT. Thank y'all for listening. Episode 113. Like we said before, man, me and Hero got a lot going on, man. We're back creating. Hopefully have this new project done pretty soon so I can get out before it's not 20 years from now.
Yep.
Go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, man. Go watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Go watch House of Flying Daggers. Go watch Ghost in the Shell. Go watch Aliens. Go watch all these sweet movies that we just talked about with these great female characters. And we'll see y'all next week.
Hold on, wait. Before we go here, open that up right quick. Little
this?
Yeah. Little homie gift for your boy.
Ah.
Noveliss is struggling to open a plastic bag.
My hands are jujitsu.
What we got here?
What do we got here? Okay.
I actually forgot what it looks like. I ordered it a long time ago.
Oh, I see the Warriors logo. I see. Oh, this is awesome. That's fire.
Oh yeah. Little Space Jam, Toon Jam,
Space
Golden State
Jam,
Warriors.
Golden State Warriors. Love it. Thanks, man.
It's all good, bro.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Let's go. Pistons, let's get that top 3 pick, please.
Yes, sir.
And LeBron James did not make the playoffs. But let's not act like it was his fault.
No, it wasn't.
Mans was out there doing some crazy things at an old age. So
yes, sir.
Y'all need to chill. Boom.
All right, y'all.